Good evening, Facebook. Tim Anderson. It's about 8 p.m. on Monday. I told you I was going to give you an update of where we are with the recall of Senator Saslaw. And here's where we are. Apologize. Had a little technical difficulty. You know, somebody asked me who does my camera work, and I will tell you nobody. It's just me. So it's just sometimes those things happen. Sorry. Anyway, here we go. Met with the Libertarian Party today in Richmond with the leadership there, and I handed off the petition to recall Senator Saslaw to them. So here's what's going to happen from here. It is their petition. They are going to move it. They're going to modify it a little bit, I believe, and that's totally fine. The message is still going to be the same. The allegations are still going to be the same. They intend on this weekend being the rollout of the petition. Now, here's the problem with the petition that I want you all to know. The General Assembly goes into session on January 13th. And once in session, the senator will have some immunity from having to respond to the complaint. It's a 60-day session, so it wouldn't be forever. But if he got served with the petition sometime after January 13th, he would generally not probably have to respond. Now, I'm not 100% sure on this. Typically, you know, in most civil proceedings, individuals do not have to respond if they're in session in the House of Delegates or the Virginia Senate. I don't know about a recall petition. Like I've told you before, there's only 2 cases. But there is some urgency that if this is going to get off the ground, it needs to happen in the next couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Now, a lot of you have emailed and said, hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to help either with a financial contribution, or I want to volunteer, or I live in the 35th district and I want to sign the petition. I went through the petition last night in the general allegations, and again, these are going to be somewhat modified and tweaked by the party, but this is all going to go down, it looks like, this weekend. Now, because of the very short time period and the very hostile territory that we have of Democrats in the 35th, the Libertarian Party believes that we're going to have to pay people to get out there and do this. People that can actually do this full-time every day for the rest of December and into January, going to house, standing out in front of places that they were going to have to pay some folks, some professionals, to get these signatures. Now, the Libertarian Party knows how to do this because they have to do this every time there's an election. They have to do something called ballot access, which means to get them on the ballot, they have to go through this. So this is not reinventing the wheel. We just need professional manpower. So we're going to have to bring some people in. To get this done, they're proposing a budget of about $20,000, which doesn't seem like a tremendous amount of money in the grand scheme of how much political things cost. So that's the fundraising goal. Now, I know a lot of you have emailed me and said to me, hey, I don't want to give to the Libertarian Party. I don't agree with 100% of everything that they stand for, and I don't want my money being used for their overall costs. I get that. So I put the link to the Libertarian Party. I'm going to show you this on Facebook, flipping the screen around. So here's their website right here, lpvirginia.org. If you go to donate, like I'm going to throw $50 into the pot here right now myself. You can see you basically got to put your information in here, your email address, your mailing address. And I'm going to pan away just for a second because my credit card is about to pop up. But first, before I do that, see where it says contribution notes? If you type in the word recall petition right there, your money will be earmarked 100% just for this. So if you don't want your money to be used by the Libertarian Party for other purposes, you can type recall petition and it'll be earmarked. Now, if you've already given, they know that a lot of money has come in because of my first call to action. That money is going to go towards the recall petition too. But if you're skeptical about giving to the Libertarian Party, right here on the contribution note, just put recall petition. All right, now you can ask if you want to stay in touch. You don't have to say yes or no to those things. Those are all discretionary. Now, I'm just going to pan away just for a second to move so you can't see my credit card number. All right, there's my name, all of this. You got to tell them who you work for. You also say I'm not a robot right here, and you hit contribute, okay? And then you will be 100% donating to this cause. All right. Now, I do want to tell you a couple of other things about this. Let's see what this screen says here. See, there you go. There I am. I'm in it now for $50. All right. And that will 100% go to the campaign. So I'm going to ask you, Facebook, if you are from a distance, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. $10, $20, do something. Thousands of you watch my videos. My videos are watched, I'm going to show you this in a second, but my videos are watched maybe 100,000 times a day now. So come on, kick in a little bit of money for this cause so that we can hire professional people to do it. Now, if you still want to volunteer, great. We are going to let you do that. And not me, they are going to let you do that. I'm going to be a volunteer. I'm going to be going door to door as well in the 35th and standing in front of gun shops trying to talk to people about the petition. But we need professionals because we need to do it before they go into session to make sure that it is lodged and the people in Richmond know that the Libertarian Party is standing for truth and justice on this. So that's why we're doing that. So if you are interested, if you're watching from Texas or Oregon, Massachusetts, and all of you are like, hey, I wish I could help, then throw a little bit of money in. If you live up in Northern Virginia and you want to help with the volunteer efforts, so here's the deal about that. I have a link right up here on my Facebook video here. Click on that and put your email address in there, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out an email tonight, and I'm also going to send out another email tomorrow that's going to say, do you want to be a part of this recall? Either you want to sign it because you live in the 35th district, or you want to volunteer your time. There is going to be thousands of opportunities to volunteer. So there's not going to be any shortage of time for people to do that. When you write me back and click on the links that I'm going to put in the email, I'm then going to forward those to the people at the Libertarian Party, and they're going to be in touch with you. This is their thing now. So that is what's going to happen. If we can mobilize and we can do this, it's very possible we will get this done before they go into session, which would be huge, be monstrous. So I cannot tell you how thankful I am that they have taken this on. When I sat in the planning meeting today, they may be a minor party. They may not have a lot of political clout in Virginia, but they certainly know a lot about how to get things done and get things organized. They may have made law on all kinds of ballot access issues, and they're going to make something happen with the recall of Senator Saslaw. So I'm 100% behind them. Although it may have started as my idea, it is theirs now, and I am behind them. So if you are for that, reaching out to the Libertarian Party is the thing to do, and the easiest way to do that is click on my link, add your name to the email address, and I will communicate that to them so that this can happen. Okay? Now I want to show you something else. This is actually pretty cool. Get to see this. So look at this. This is this is my Facebook page, right? So this is what's called the insights of the Facebook page. See this number right here? This is a one-day number of how many people the posts have reached off the page. 271,000 people have watched this. And see this number right here? 85,000 people of you have engaged in one day. So I got to tell you, Facebook, I can't be more impressed with you being a part of this movement. You are sharing these videos. The country is watching what we are doing. the places like New Jersey and New York who laid down while these laws rolled through are saying, I wish we had done this. I wish somebody had stood up and done something. Well, we have now. We have a political party that is standing up and is going to push back. Now, the big push is going to be in court, and I'm still in the fight with that, and that is what we're going to be doing. But right now, we can push back and we can send a message to the people in Richmond that they are the representatives of the entire Commonwealth of Virginia, not just the people who elected them. And when they're talking about making laws, they should be making laws that are for the good of the Commonwealth, not for the good of Mr. Bloomberg and the money that he used to buy a good part of the elections in Virginia. So that is where we are tonight. Tomorrow, I will be in York County at the Board of Supervisors. That is a big night. That's one of the last of the few places in Hampton Roads. So I'm going to be there. And then Wednesday is Suffolk. I'm telling you this, Suffolk, if you guys are watching this, you're not putting this on the agenda is absolutely not going to be tolerated. And we're going to have a talk about that on the non-agenda session on Wednesday night. So if you all want to see some fireworks, I'm ready to go. And we're going to talk to the city council in Suffolk about this. They are ignoring the people of Suffolk of not even putting it on the agenda. All right. They're just trying to defer it. You need to put it on the agenda and you need to vote on it. You can vote yes or no. That's your prerogative. But to ignore the people of Suffolk, thousands of people have showed up at the city council meetings and asked for you to put it on the agenda, and you're ignoring them. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to be down there Wednesday. We're going to talk about that with city council. So that is where we are. I'm going to give you some updates tomorrow on some other bills that I've wanted to talk about. I've been a tiny bit distracted with this recall thing, but now it's out of my hands, so I've got more time again now to do this. So good night, Facebook. Thank you for all your support. Share the videos, share the truth, and I will be here to give more on what's going on in Richmond tomorrow. Good night.